friends, welcome back to Bucket List Homestead. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you decided to check out my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. So, it's Friday. Every Friday means pizza night in this house for the most part. And since I started making, I've always made pizza, but I've really started improving it. And quite frankly, I make fabulous pizza. The problem is the family doesn't like it from takeout anymore. So Mom pretty much makes it every time now. And we've been doing this, oh my gosh, it has to be good 2 or 3 years now that we've been making this. And there's a secret to making this, and I'll explain that in a minute. So I always share every Friday on my Instagram the pizza when I make it, because it literally looks so beautiful. And I've had a lot of people reach out and say, you need to do a video just of the pizza and the sauce that you do. And I have shown before in the pantry challenge back in January when I did pizza, but it was mixed in with a lot of the other things we were making that week. So I said, okay, I'm going to do a video just for the pizza. So we're going to start that today. And first thing we're going to do is I have 1.5 cups of warm water around 110 degrees. And I'm going to get, if I can do this one-handed, 1 teaspoon of dry yeast in the water, and we're just going to let that do its thing for a few minutes while we do everything else. So, one of the tricks to this is definitely using the KitchenAid mixer. Okay, so in the KitchenAid, we're going to add 4 cups of all-purpose flour. So that's 1, 2, and yes, my hands are very clean. I just washed them. 3, 4 cups of flour, 1/3 cup of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of salt. I forgot the salt's over here. So I finally found a source for the Redmond salt that's mined in Utah. I actually got it from Amazon, and I have to say we are loving it. I'm just going to show you it. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see all the different colors in it. That's minerals, and I have to say we're really enjoying it. So I still have pink Himalayan sea salt to use up from Costco, which I will use up. I'm not saying I'll never buy it again because we still like that, but yes, I finally found the Redmond sea salt. I will link the link for this in the description below. So we're just going to mix up the olive oil, the little bit of salt, and the flour just for a second. And it might help if you lock in your bowl. Okay. This has been sitting for about 3-4 minutes. Just want to give it a stir. Okay, and we're going to pour that in. And we're going to mix it up. And that's it. That's all the ingredients in this pizza dough. You don't want to mix it too long. Sticky. You do want the dough sticky. That's perfect. Okay. So, I'm just going to try and get the stuff that's on the bottom here. Okay. Just going to get it into a rough ball. Okay. And I have a greased bowl here. Thank you, Grace. And I'm just going to roll that around a little. And we're going to put this in here, cover it, and let this rise, anywhere from 1 to 2 hours. It really depends on how warm your house is. So the pizza is a 2-person job. I make the dough and I cook everything. Grace makes the sauce, and she makes it very good. She's very good at it. So while your dough is rising, you can get your sauce going. So Gracie's going to show you how we make it. Okay, Grace, what do we use to make our pizza sauce?
So I'm going to start with a can of tomato paste, and this is a 156 milliliter can. And we're going to open this up.
Now, Gracie, do we measure actually the ingredients in this?
Not really, no, we just kind of eyeball it. Okay, like this. And so,
I'll come over this way.
just add the sauce to the pan. And you can use just a small saucepan for this. Just, yeah. Okay, I think so we're gonna get all of that. Wait.
But that's okay if you don't get all of it with the spoon because
There. Okay.
we what? We put water in the can to add to the...
And it's usually like
Depending on your thickness of what you like for your sauce, we do about half a can to the tomato paste.
there's the water.
We don't like it really runny, but we don't like it insanely thick either.
Okay, so once you add the tomato paste and the water, so we're gonna go with a teaspoon
Okay.
for the basil. And I might have to do this
Or just do 2 half teaspoons.
like this. Where's the half here? Nope, quarter. There's that. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty low on diesel.
Yes, it's on my list. Until it starts growing and I can dehydrate our own, we have to buy some more.
And there.
Okay.
So there's
So starting with 1 teaspoon of basil.
basil. Then do a teaspoon of oregano. Okay, and then do like a teaspoon of honey.
Yep.
Well, usually it's 2 or 3, but we'll
Yeah,
see
we
how
start
this
with 1
goes.
teaspoon.
And twist it. Is it gonna let me twist? This is heavy. Okay. Okay, there we go. And this process takes a little. I might need some help here. There. Okay. So there's 1.
So 1 teaspoon of honey.
I'm gonna do another one.
And we'll
here.
do 2, and then that's it for now, and then we'll taste it. We find the honey just cuts some of the acidity from the tomatoes, and we like a sweeter pizza sauce. If you don't like it sweet, then you can skip the honey altogether or just not add as much.
Yeah. Okay. So there is the honey. And then
So still have a little bit of sauce left, so I'm just telling Grace to scrape out the can. Just get what you can. There you go.
we recycle the cans.
Yeah. Okay, and now we're going to do just a
Just a little pinch of salt.
pinch of salt. Okay.
And then all we have to do is mix it.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thickness. Smells good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Once you got it mixed thoroughly, put it on the burner. And we like to put it on low to
Right.
start with, just so it can cook.
So we got to cook out the tin can taste a little bit and
Then
the raw tomato
once
bit.
it's on here for about a minute or 2, we switch it to simmer, and then it
And
just
we-
goes the rest of the way.
We let it simmer pretty much until we're just about ready to make the pizzas. And we taste it. And if we have to add a little more basil, a little more oregano, a little more salt, a little more honey, we do it then. But I think we pretty much got it down pat now.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a heaping teaspoon of the basil and the oregano and 2 teaspoons of honey is usually all we add. We might add a little more salt. But other than that, that's it.
That's all there is to it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Grace. So there, the sauce is all done and the dough is rising. So I'll see you back here when it's time to make the pizzas and the secret ingredient. Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half and there's our dough. It's doubled. So what I like to do, we're gonna cut it in half. I like to weigh them so I have roughly the same size for each pizza. So there it is, beautiful dough. So I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna cut it in half and we're gonna weigh it. Okay. So that one weighs 18.9 ounces. This is gonna be too small, I can feel it. It's much lighter. Yeah, 16. So I'm just gonna cut another piece. That's 1730, and you are 1760. I'd call that success. So I'm just gonna put one of them back in the bowl for now. Move this out of the way. Cover it. So yes, this makes 2 pizzas, and that sauce that Grace made is enough for 2 pizzas. So I'm just gonna roll this out. So I have this as a roller. I love it. You can get it from Pampered Chef. This is not a Pampered Chef one. This is one my husband gave me in my Christmas stocking a few years ago, and I love it. So I'm gonna be using, so I told you, there's a secret ingredient to this pizza. There's actually 2 secret ingredients. One, your oven needs to be hot, and I mean hot. So I have mine on 500 degrees. The second ingredient is a cast iron pan. This makes the pizza like a wood fire pizza. It is amazing. In my dream world, I would have an outdoor pizza oven. We hope to have one soon, and maybe, well, not soon, but maybe, probably not this year, but maybe, fingers crossed, next year, we would love to build one. But until then, I work with what I have. So cast iron pan, that is in the oven, heating up. It is going to be boiling hot when it comes out, so be careful. But that is the trick. We want it boiling, boiling hot. And the pizza starts cooking the second you put it in there. So you need to have everything else ready for when that comes out. Okay? So, back to spreading out the dough. So we're going to want this a little smaller than the 12 inches, just so you have a little bit of room to push up the sides to make a crust. Okay. Okay, once I roll it out, then I kind of just push it around a bit. And make sure it's not as thick in just one spot. We want it pretty even. So that's pretty good. That's about the size I want, right there. See that? Okay, so this has been in here for a good 15 minutes and it is hot. So we're gonna take it out and you're gonna pour a little bit of olive oil in here, maybe just a tablespoon or 2. We don't need a lot. And I'm just gonna swish it around a little bit. This is a seasoned cast iron pan, so I don't need a lot. Okay, follow me. We're gonna fold this up, carry it over here, and into the hot pan it goes. My trick, I just grab one of my spoons here and kind of push up the sides a bit so we get a crust. And that was perfect size. That's my biggest struggle I've had, always making sure I'm consistent with the size, because sometimes I make it too big. And about half the sauce, like I said, this is all preference. If you like it really saucy, by all means add more of it. but we do about half the sauce. Gracie did add another half a teaspoon of basil to this after it simmered for a little bit, and it's perfect. And I'm gonna do another. So I can already smell it's starting to cook already. So this one's just gonna be cheese, because that's what Grace likes. And the second one will have cheese, but I'm also gonna, I have some cooked honey garlic beef sausage from our beef order we have that I'm gonna crumble on top. So we need the cheese. Okay, so we're gonna sprinkle some cheese. When my mom visits, we definitely make pizza on Fridays. She loves it. But I'm warning you, once you make this, your family is never going to want takeout pizza again. So be prepared. Into the oven, it's going to go. And we're going to do 10 minutes and then we'll check it. So we'll see you back here in 10 minutes. It's been 10 minutes. Let's see how it's doing. Ooh, I think it's done. It's all bubbly and it looks brown around the edges, so let's bring her out. And we got some bubbles. We always fight over the bubbles in this house. Lift her up. Let's see. Oh yes, if you can see, get under there. It's nice and brown on the bottom, so 10 minutes in our oven was perfect. So I'm going to just transfer it to our wooden cutting board because we got to get the next one going. So I'm going to do the same thing with the next one, only I'm going to put the crumbled honey garlic beef sausage on it. So I'll show you that one when it comes out. Okay, the second pizza came out. That one took 12 minutes because it's a little bit heavier because of the extra topping. So there they are. One cheese pizza, one honey garlic sausage pizza. And don't say I didn't warn you. If you start making this, your family's never going to want takeout pizza again. I hope you liked this video. Please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification button so you're informed every time one of my new videos comes out. Until then, take care, God bless, and we'll see you in the next video.